Dave Stewart was a great pitcher for the Oakland A's back in the day. How'd he find the time to work with Annie Lennox?
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Listography. Jason, Joe, and Kramzer here. Eurythmics week, Kramzer's personal pick. And we ranked the 9 studio albums yesterday. And today we're going to give you our top 10 songs each. And if you saw the video yesterday, you know that we think of them more as a songs band and less of an albums band. So this is really where the Eurythmics can shine. So let's see what you guys got.
All right, I'll kick it off. Number 10, I've got The Last Time. Love the hook. Love Last Time You're Gonna Let Me Down. Last Time You're Gonna Fool Around With Me. Cool digital punchy synth sound to it. Great bridge too. Should do a side 3 one day on great bridges. Number 9, I've got Sweet Dreams Are Made of This. Killer synth sound, killer synth riff. Love the hold your head up, moving on part. That's a great classic synth pop rock song. Number 8, I've got Jennifer. Really cool, slow, tense build and start. Love the pulsating, bassy synth here. Like the simple, kind of tender lyrics about Jennifer and the way she sings it. Number 7, I've got You Have Placed a Chill in My Heart. Really great vocal performance here. Lots of range, really good. She goes high, low, earnest, really strong. Swirling loops with the synths everywhere. Great funky synth bass too. Number 6 from 1984, I've got Sex Crime. I like it. So 80s new wave sound, underground, moody, Bowie-esque type vocals. Very cool. She sounds great. It's upbeat, good song. Upbeat, good song. Number 5 from the debut, I've got Belinda. Loving the album's video. Joe said it sounded like an early 90s like alternative rock song. It does. The guitar is really cool. I get serious Blondie vibes with the guitar and the style. Obviously, you got Clem Burke on drums. Maybe even like a little bit of like college rock on this, like an REM song or something. There's a lot going on, a little ahead at times, and the vocals on that album and especially on this song are so much different than what Annie was doing elsewhere. It's harmonized, kind of haunting and low key. Very cool. Number 4, There Must Be an Angel. Great groove. Love the heavenly singing she does. So pretty. Love the sparkly kind of synth on it. Number 3, Love Is a Stranger. Really pretty and magical and weird all at once, like a nerdy digital computer romance novel. The I want you, and then she hits that high note is just killer. Number 2, I'm gonna guess we all have this one. Adrian, just love the sound of it. It's got a cool like neon rainstorm kind of vibe. Could have been like the love theme track from Blade Runner or something. Love the sweeping synth strings, and the nuclear morning kind of backdrop is cool. But number 1 by a mile is Here Comes the Rain Again. The cool vibe with just like the pressurized, darker kind of verse, and then the brighter, prettier talk to me like lovers do line with the shoe up kind of things in the background. And the production on this is just fantastic. I absolutely love it with the strings and the synth all in conjunction. An easy number 1. Could be a trifecta number 1 song, I feel like, with the way we were talking about it in albums of the year. But let's see, boys.
Fine, I'll go next. Let's save the hatred for the end. Sure. My number 10, I got English Summer. Kind of groovy, like moody post-rock. Interesting way to open the album. Interesting way to introduce themselves as a band. Totally didn't know about the whole album in the garden. So this was sort of like a shock to me hearing it, but a good shock. I liked it. Number 9, Sweet Dreams Are Made of This. Can't deny that propulsive paranoid synth line. Very kind of artificial early 80s drumming and bass, but it works. Great synth line and great vocals from Annie Lennox, of course. Number 8, I got The Walk. Big horns, dynamic vocals, sort of somewhere between Kate Bush and Depeche Mode. So I dig that. Number 7, I got Your Time Will Come. This one felt Blondie to me. Great momentum behind it. I like the multi-track vocals on the verse, and then they kind of come together and explode in this great big chorus. Very cool. Number 6, I got It's All Right, Baby's Coming Back. Groovy, lots of horns, very silky vocals from Annie on that one. Number 5, I got Belinda, 90s alt rock or something on this. Very like out of place almost for the time. Another one, it's the second track on In the Garden. Just you hear it and it's like, what am I listening to? It's just not anything kind of like what I expected from them, but I like it. And I like the drums from Clem Burke and the dreamy layered vocals from Lennox. Number 4, of course, I got to get Elvis Costello on here. Adrian, love the synth line. The bass is like very DuckTales, like that big octaves and slaps on it. But I like it, and I think their vocals, their voices mesh really well together. Number 3, sorry to burst your bubble, Kramzer, but Here Comes the Rain Again is my number 3. I love the vibrant, pulsating synth line, the really great vocals from Annie Lennox, and the strings coming in at a nice touch. It's a really good pop song. Number 2, I got There Must Be an Angel. Stevie Wonder on harmonica. Why not? Throw him in there. He was doing harmonica on like 80% of the tracks in 1985, I think. The synths are really great, though. Really pretty melody. We say this a lot, but a great vocal performance from Annie Lennox. Number 1, though, I'm surprised Kramzer didn't have this on here. Would I Lie to You? Brilliant pop song. Maybe it's the horns that didn't do it for him, but I love the R&B influence, as I did with Phil Collins. I love those horns. It's not the Phoenix horns on this, but whoever's playing the horns just adds that punch to it. Plus, there's some guitar from Mike Campbell on there, which I like. It kind of just broadens their sound a little bit. And Annie Lennox is just all over the register, just up and down. And I think it's a great vocal performance and a great synth line from Dave Stewart. So it has it all. Has it all for me on this one.
Dave Stewart was a great pitcher for the Oakland A's back in the day. How'd he find the time to work with Annie Lennox?
All right, get into my top 10 now. My number 10 is Belinda, track 2 from their debut record. The guitar tone on this reminds me of The Cult. Billy Duffy. I think it's probably the most rocking song in their whole discography. My number 9 is Jennifer, which I think is a really cool, moody song with that throbbing synth and haunting vocals. Really cool song. Number 8, I've Got a Lover, Back in Japan. I like the use of the acoustic guitar on this, and I think Annie sounds really cool on it. She's not always at her best when she's kind of belting and going off, but I think she sounds the best when she's kind of getting that full deep tone. I think her lower register is excellent. My number seven is The Last Time from Revenge. I like the kind of weird, froggy sounding synthesizer on it. I think it's got a really cool groove. Number 6, I'm going with English Summers, album 1, track 1. Very cool sound. Doesn't sound like anything else they really ever did. Kind of post-punk, some great drumming, and I love the bass tone on the track. Number 5, A Little of You. This, I think, is perfect example of a band choosing the wrong singles. This was not a single, but I think it is by far the most obvious standout pop song on Revenge. I think it would have been a slam dunk hit if they had released it as a single. Number 4 is Love is a Stranger. Really cool synth pop track. Like I said in the other video, I wish it was mixed a little better because the backing track sound feels a little weak. I think her vocals are kind of mixed too far forward, but I still think it's a really great song. And I think a lot of the synth sounds on it are really cool. My number 3 is Sweet Dreams Are Made of This. Classic, iconic tune, even if it is basically just Crazy Train on the synthesizer. My number 2 is Here Comes the Rain Again, which I think is pretty much a perfect pop song. Fantastic production, great vocal performance, great string arrangement, I think it's just really well assembled and put together song. My number one, and this is going to be controversial, but my number one is Winter Wonderland from the very special Christmas album. And the reason it's my number one is because it is the only Eurythmics track that I have any kind of emotional attachment to. I had the very special Christmas record growing up and I heard it all the time. So it takes me back to my childhood, to Christmases growing up. No other Eurythmics song really matters that much to me at all. So got to put it at number one. And even though it's a personal reason, I do think that objectively, Annie Lennox sounds great on this track. Whatever vocal effects they have on her, among the best she's ever sounded. And she does these ad libs at the end that sound really great. The reverb on her voice just is awesome. So that's my number one.
When I edit this video, I'm just going to dub over that. So if Kramzer, you want to like just record something on the side, we'll put it in over, or I'll put a title card that says footage missing, something like that, because that's ridiculous. That's just unacceptable for this channel.
Sorry.
It's very obnoxious of you to just assume all our viewers are, Christian. We've got plenty of pagans and everything else here, man. Come on.
Didn't assume anything.
Well, I assumed you assumed it.
That was your fault. All right. So let us know what your favorite Eurythmics songs are down in the comments. Let us know what you think of our lists. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. If you have not subscribed yet, hit the bell for notifications. You've got links down in the description to all of our social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, as well as to our website. You can check that out. And check back tomorrow for our side 3 video on the Eurythmics. And we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.